So you can already guess where this is going. Today is the first day that we're gonna start stitching Yinlu, the plushie. What is good, everybody? This is the Nice Zombie, and we are back for more and final Yinlu plushies. Currently day, I don't even remember, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because this is the final episode. This is the finale, and I can't. I'm so excited, dude. Today, we are putting the face onto the plushie, and you know, I've already seen how it looks, but yeah, oh god. Now, as you might have noticed, we have moved positions because it's currently October and it is getting real cold outside. I'm actually freezing a bit standing out here. So we moved up. So let me show you our new studio. Now it's not as roomy or isolated as I would have liked, but anything works for this last stretch. And as stated in the last episode, we kinda have to redo everything, and since Mom doesn't really trust me with the sewing part, she has took it upon herself to redo the body. And since the body was kind of what I was supposed to be doing, there's not a lot left for me to do. So I went ahead and started cutting out the rest of the pieces. Since we are selling these, Mom wants to give you the best of the best. And it is painfully obvious that she is way better at sewing than I am. I mean, that's just how it is. With that said, my expertise actually come in handy in a few more places. Now, compared to everything else, this was a cinch. I also got to comb out the excess fur. There was quite a bit of it. But now we're getting to the good stuff. Adding eyes. This is where my expertise in drawing expressions come in handy. And we did a lot of trial and error in order to get these eyes just right. Now at first we tried embroidering the eyes. This is when you have a bunch of stitches next to each other to form a line. This, however, proved to be quite difficult, so we opted for another solution. Here we have a string of fabric attached with a zigzag stitch, and it came out just lovely. Can't forget about the eyebrows, now that it's an official part of his design. Now at first, the nose was actually supposed to be way bigger, but when we started embroidering it, I noticed it looked way better when it was a little smaller. Truth be told, these steps didn't take all that long. What did take long was getting the eyes symmetrical. Because when it comes to symmetry, it doesn't really matter how small the mistake is. You can still see it. And if you keep at it for too long, you'll start seeing things. We used a sewing machine for the eyes, which meant that we couldn't fill the head until the eyes were done. Now that they are in place, we can finally attach the head onto the body. This is freaking happening, dude, can you believe it? Now all this fluff has been bugging me, so here I go. From an angle, deep cuts into shallow ones. And now, it's time to turn this frown upside down. And then a ladder stitch to seal the deal. Now the last two steps, alright, the last two steps is to needle sculpt and embroidered the mouth. And I used needles to figure out where I wanted the mouth to be. He looks like the freaking the weird smiley cat. So the thread is gonna go from the nose and along the mouth. And when you do it correctly, it looks like this. It's so precious! You can't not pet them. And through the support of everybody around me, we finally did it! And while we are celebrating, the second one is well on its way in production. Now to reiterate, we are making 5 of these, and 5 only. If you want your very own Jinlu plushie, you better hurry, because there's not a lot of them to go around. But oh man, just look at this lineup. Making a comic is one thing, but I really feel like I'm pushing Lotta to the next level here. And don't forget that we have the merch over at Redbubble. Wait a minute, what's this doing here? Guys?